Live from your local news source, this is ABC 27 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Valerie Pritchett.
I'm Alicia Richards, so glad you're with us. We are all feeling it. High prices at the grocery store and the gas station. Inflation is here.
For how long, and is there anything the state can do to slow it? Those the questions at a House hearing today, and our Dennis Owens was there.
The topic of today's meeting is what causes inflation.
Inflation is up over 8% last year. Purchasing power down, said the Independent Fiscal Office. They expect inflation to peak in August, but
that inflation will remain elevated for several years.
He estimates inflation at 4% next year, but says those higher prices we've been paying are here to stay.
And the example I'll give for that is higher car prices, new cars and used cars. They've increased dramatically. I don't think those come back down. I think they're higher permanently going forward.
The limited government Cato Institute was singing to the Republican choir when it said inflation busting includes cutting regulations and state spending.
Especially on parking lots, public buildings, and public welfare operations, as well as employee retirement benefits, which are inordinately high by national standards.
GOP lawmakers tried to suggest that President Biden's energy policies are driving the spike in gas prices, but Moody's Analytics chief economist Mark Zandi disagreed.
Oil prices and gasoline prices, diesel prices are up everywhere across the globe, and probably more in other parts of the world than it is here. But before the Russian invasion, oil prices were headed south. We were at 80 bucks, headed to 70. Gasoline prices were falling.
A lot of this inflation is manufactured inflation. You can't get to cry inflation when you have oil companies making $3 billion a year or $3 billion a month in profits. That simply just, it doesn't add up.
This is the first of 4 GOP hearings on inflation that Democrats fear are partisan finger pointing.
And they're not all Republican versus Democrat issues. We want to look at all sides of these issues.
I learned that inflation is here and roaring its ugly head, and that we have to be careful, because if we let it keep getting out of control, we'll end up in recession.
The R word. One analyst said there's a 40% chance of recession in the next year, the other 30%, but quickly added if it comes, it will be mild. Inflation may be like a lot of things here at the Capitol, far easier for lawmakers to talk about it than actually fix it. At the state capitol, Dennis Owens, ABC 27 News.